nation! No donation, no salvation!
And remember, respect is everything.
And we're back. So I had a much different video planned for today, but I decided to take a look at something that I've been working on the side for about maybe, I want to say a day or two. I don't know, I got this done in like one day, so I'm pretty proud of myself that I was able to do so much in a decent amount of time. But yes, this is Tailgate. But as you can see, I've dressed him up like the Challenger from Vanishing Point. So if you're not familiar with Vanishing Point, it's this movie about a war veteran who unfortunately got turned into a drug addict and delivery driver for, high-end vehicles, I guess. And he made a bet that he could deliver this balls-to-the-wall Challenger in a certain amount of time. But unfortunately, he got into a chase with the cops. One thing escalates to another, and then he never ended up making the delivery. Throughout the entire film, he basically just is outrunning the cops, just speeding through the desert, causing all kinds of destruction and mayhem, through the small towns that he encounters. But ultimately, at the end of the film, the only salvation he sought was taking his own life between two bulldozers, and was the story of Kowalski. He ultimately reached his vanishing point. But anyway, now that that's aside, so yeah, here's the car. I did do the robot mode too, but yeah, anyway, yeah, you can see some of it. But yeah, here's the car mode. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I really am satisfied with the paintwork on this thing. I put a lot of time into this. I also want to be clear right now, I am not a proper customizer, so if there's a lot of, oddities and absurdities within this custom, I understand your criticisms. So please just keep that in mind. I am not a proper customizer. This is my first true proper custom. But anyway, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's get straight to the transformation. Okay, anyway. So it's basically just Transformers Prime Cliffjumper. He just happens to be white and looks like the Challenger from Vanishing Point. Alright, so we're going to start here at the bottom. Gotta be really careful because the paint has caused it to become a lot tighter than before, so naturally certain things are just a lot harder to deal with now. Come on, there we go. There's one, there's two. Go ahead and leave that there for now, because we need to, well, actually, hold on, let's see if we can just, there we go. Alright, never mind, we got it. So yeah, rotate those out. If you've seen Transformers Prime Cliffjumper, you know how this works. Come on. There we go. Okay. Sorry, I thought some paint came off on my thumb for a sec. Or, not thumb. My finger, but... Nope, we're good. Come on. There we go. We may need to get some height on this. Alright, here, let's just zoom it back a bit. Anyway, let's go ahead and fold the hood up for now. But yeah, as you can see, there's only so much I could do in terms of paintwork, so yeah, naturally there's still some red left over from Cliffjumper. Before you guys panic, I did not use a proper first edition Cliffjumper. I am not stupid. I used a wrecked Terracon Cliffjumper that I bought secondhand on eBay, and yeah, it was quite a mess. The front end was broken off, and I think the head is no longer mobile because like I said, this figure has a notorious problem with the clear plastic just breaking on it. So these are all things to keep in mind when you're dealing with this mold, at least the first edition mold anyway. So, I had no problem doing this custom with a Terracon Cliffjumper because there's literally a surplus of them on eBay. They're not cheap, I will say that, but, I'd rather, take a $60 loss than a possible $200 one. Now this part, this is one of the parts that was also broken. This little section here, I actually made that from scratch because the original one was gone. So very gently, I gotta, because the actual hinge is still there, I just gotta very gently push this back in. There we go. And then the same also goes for the, what's it called? Let's get the headlights first. And then we'll deal with the front end. Sorry if it's out of focus. Like I said, I'm not good at these review things. I normally don't do this kind of stuff. But because this is a custom, I figured we'd take a look at it. God, that is really stiff. There we go. Sorry about that. It was just really stiff. It's not broken or anything. I mean, it was already broken when I bought it, but I fixed it. Anyway, moving on. Go ahead and split the arms. Also, stay tuned at the end. I'll have a slideshow showing the whole process of this creation as I've come to know it, because I like to document things, and you know, I like to be very informative and all that. So yeah, it's all good. I'm trying to be careful not to ruin that white paint, which honestly kind of looks like floor tile, which I think is funny. You know those kind of floor tiles you see at the hospital? If you've ever been to a hospital. I have, unfortunately, far too many times. Anyway, that's all personal crap. It's not important. If I can just, there we go. I might just clip those tabs off because they really don't help the figure at all. Again, I'm sorry if I'm not getting all this on camera. Like I said, I don't normally review normal Transformer figures, but I mean, this thing is far from normal. So I guess that's my excuse to look at it. God, that paint really stiffened them up, which, you know, is great, but some of the tolerances are a little sketchy. Anyway, let's grab his head. The head is stationary because, like I said, I bought this secondhand, and this thing was just broken to all hell, so that's why I got it so cheap. And then here, I should be showing this. I'm sorry if this all looks like a mess. It's just I'm not in my normal review spot because I wanted to do a more, I guess, fitting background, if that makes sense. Yeah, just go ahead and push those headlights in. Come on. Come. There we go. There we go. And just clip that up. And let's get the camera set up and we'll take a good look at him. Anyway, here he is in vehicle mode. I mean, not vehicle mode, robot mode. I'm sorry. I haven't done a video in quite a while because I've been very busy with stuff in my personal life. So, yeah, here he is. I'm sorry if the lighting's not very good. I'm trying my best with this setup because, like I said, I tried to do a more, I guess, accurate background to where that car would normally be seen, which was in the desert. As you can see, my mattress can only provide so much. Yeah, overall, I think he turned out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with him. Like I said, one of my first customs, and you know, I have a surplus of cliff jumpers lying around because I bought a bunch of them when they were brand new. Well, I bought one of each because I bought, you know, the first edition, the RID, the Japanese RID, and then I have a whole video on literally every version of Cliff Jumper except the Takara one, but it's literally just the same as the not North American, but the Canadian one, minus the plastic color and painted taillights. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and yeah, all right, so we'll go into the build process. So, you'll have a good one.